Objective Paleontology, previous year collection, multiple choice questions with answers. Useful for various competitive exams like CSR, NetGate, GSI and other competitive exams. Welcome to Set 12. Coming to the first question. The age of trilobites is, the options given are A. Paleozoic, B. Mesozoic, C. Cainozoic and D. Proterozoic. Age of trilobites is Paleozoic. Trilobites evolved during the Paleozoic era, appeared about 521 million years ago in the early Cambrian period and becoming extinct at the end of the Permian period, approximately 251 million years ago. They thrived for nearly 300 million years, making them one of the most successful early animals. So the age of trilobites is Paleozoic. Next question. Paleontology is the study of, very simple question, fossils. A. Fossils, B. Glaciers, C. Earthquakes and D. Oceans. Paleontology is the study of fossils. Paleontology is the scientific study of life that existed in the geologic past, primarily through the analysis of fossils, preserved remains, impressions or traces of plants, animals and other organisms. It bridges biology and geology to understand the history of life on the earth. Next question. Gymnomixa class belongs to the phylum A. Protozoa, B. Porifera, C. Coelenterata, D. Echinodermata. Gymnomixa belongs to the phylum Protozoa. Gymnomixa was historically classified as a guide or class within the phylum Protozoa. Gymnomixa comprises protozoans that lack a firm external membrane and typically move via pseudopodia. So Gymnomixa belongs to the class Protozoa. A is the correct option. Next question. Glossopteris flora can be found in A. Kadpas, B. Gondwanas, C. Carnules, D. Deccan traps. Glossopteris flora, it can be found in Gondwanas. Glossopteris flora is primarily found in the Permian sedimentary sequences of the Gondwana supercontinent region, specifically in present-day India, South America, Australia, Africa, Madagascar and Antarctica. Next question. Pecten belongs to A. Lamellibranchs, B. Gastropoda, C. Cephalopoda and D. Brachiopoda. Pecten belongs to Lamellibranchs. Pecten or scallops, it belongs to the class Lamellibranchia, also known as bivalvia. They are specialized marine bivalve molluscs recognized for their swimming ability and complex mantle eyes. Next question. Terebratula belongs to the phylum A. Coelenterata, B. Echinodermata, C. Mollusca and D. Brachiopoda. Terebratula belongs to the phylum Brachiopoda and it belongs to the class Rhynchonellata, order Terebratulida, and common name, it is also known as lamb shells, often referred to as the marine invertebrate fossils. Next question. Petrifaction is a process of A. Conversion of minerals into a rock, B. Conversion of plant and animal remains into a rock, C. Conversion of magmas into a rock and D. Conversion of sediments into a rock. Petrifaction is a process of conversion of plant and animal remains into a rock. Petrifaction is a process of turning organic material such as wood or bones into stone or fossilization. It is a type of fossilization where the original tissues are replaced by minerals or filled with mineral-rich water, preserving the structural details of the organism. Next question. Productus belongs to the phylum A. Coelenterata, B. Brachiopoda, C. Mollusca and D. Echinodermata. Productus belongs to the phylum Brachiopoda. Productus is an extinct genus belonging to the phylum Brachiopoda. They are a well-known genus of marine, sessile, suspension feeders belonging to the class Strophominata and order Productida. Next question. Cephalopods occurs in A. Freshwater environment, B. Marine environment, C. Freshwater and marine environment, D. None of the above. The correct option goes as B. Marine environment. Cephalopods, that means squids, octopus, cuttlefish and nautiluses, are found exclusively in marine environments, inhabiting all the world's ocean from the shallow coastlines and warm tropical seas to the coldest, deepest depths of abyssal zone. They occupy diverse habitats including the surface waters and benthic boundary layers. So cephalopods occur in marine environment. B is the correct option. Next question. The nautiloids are restricted to period A. Precambrian to recent, B. Lower Cambrian to recent, C. Upper Cambrian to recent, and D. Upper Devonian to recent. The nautiloids are restricted to the period Upper Cambrian to recent. Nautiloids, subclass Nautiloidea, are recognized as having a fossil record that stretches from the late Cambrian period, approximately 500 million years ago, to the recent. They are the oldest group of cephalopods, flourishing in the early Paleozoic before declining, with only a few coiled species like Nautilus surviving today. Next question. The favorable environment for the preservation of fossils is A. Terrestrial, B. Marine, C. Fluvial, and D. Lacustrine. The favorable environment for the preservation of fossils is marine. Next question. Gastropods are most abundant in A. Tertiary rocks, B. Ordovician rocks, C. Quaternary rocks, D. Permian rocks. Gastropods are most abundant in Ordovician rocks. Gastropods are snails originated in the Cambrian. They become significantly more diverse and abundant during the Ordovician period, particularly within the shallow water, nearshore carbonate environments. This rise in abundance is associated with the Great Ordovician Biodiversification Event. So, gastropods are most abundant in Ordovician rocks. B is the correct option. Next question. Index fossils are useful for A. Petrology, B. Petroleum, C. Mineralogy, and D. Correlation. Index fossils are useful for correlation. Index fossils are primarily used for determining the relative age of rock layers, that is strata, and for correlating rock units across different geographical locations. Because they represent organisms that live for a short period over a wide area, they help define specific geological time periods. So, index fossils are useful for correlation. D is the correct option. Next question. The age of trilobites is A. Cambrian, B. Silurian, C. Devonian, and D. Carboniferous. The age of trilobites is Cambrian. Trilobites are ancient marine arthropods that lived for nearly 300 million years, appearing about 521 million years ago in the early Cambrian period and going extinct around 251 million years ago at the end of the Permian period. They were among the most successful early animals, thriving long before dinosaurs. The age of trilobites is Cambrian. Next question. Megalodon belongs to the phylum A. Brachiopoda, B. Chordata, C. Pelecypods, D. Cephalopods. The correct option goes as B. Chordata. Megalodon, that is Otodus megalodon, it belongs to the phylum Chordata. As a shark, it is a part of this phylum because it possesses a notochord which develops into a vertebral column, placing it within the subphylum Vertebrata. Next question. Apical disc is present in A. Calibin, B. Sidaris, C. Calceola, and D. Cypria. Apical disc is present in Sidaris. An apical disc is present in Sidaris and related sideroid sea urchins. An apical disc is present in sea urchins, that is Echinoidea, located on the aboral surface of the apex of the test. It serves as a central structure comprising 5 genital plates, including the madreporoid, and 5 ocular plates that surround the periprocte or anus. So, apical disc is present in Sidaris. B is the correct option. Next question. Belemnites were abundant in A. Vindhyan, B. Cretaceous, C. Gondwana, and D. Sivalic. The correct option goes as B. Cretaceous. Belemnites were abundant in the Jurassic and Cretaceous oceans approximately 200 to 66 million years ago, particularly within shallow marine environments. And they were the key components of Mesozoic marine ecosystems and are commonly found as fossils in European, Asian, and North American coastal rock deposits. Next question. Gastropod shell having sinistral coiling is known as A. Physa, B. Oliva, C. Conus, and D. Nerita. Gastropod shell having sinistral coiling is known as Physa. Physa, a broader family Physidae, is a well-known genus of freshwater gastropods characterized by the sinistral left-hand coiling. Next question. The central convex to be the cephalon of the trilobite is known as A. Free cheek, B. Glabella, C. Axial furrow, and D. Caldron. The correct option goes as B. Glabella. The central convex area of the cephalon or head of a trilobite is known as the glabella. It is often segmented or lobed and is bordered by axial furrows that separate from the lateral cheeks. Next question. Spirifoe belongs to the phylum A. Protozoa, B. Mollusca, C. Brachiopoda, and D. Arthropoda. Spirifoe belongs to the phylum Brachiopoda and class Rhynchonellata and order Spiriferida. These are some of the suggested books. Hope you can take a photocopy or screenshot. Hope you have followed the content and the questions. If it is useful, subscribe and share it to your friends. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.